Tower level 2, solo tank. Welcome back. We are going to try something a little bit crazy. I'm going to try to do a solo tank run. I'm trying to click on this stuff and see. I thought the enemy attributes was higher last time, but maybe I was looking at the wrong thing. So this says enemy attributes 5.8k, mutation factors. Can I see? I don't know what reset does, so I don't want to click it. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Let's get in here. Again, we're going to do solo tank. I put in some random minions last time just to kind of get my toe in the water, see what's up. We could totally lose this, and then I would waste a ticket, and that would be bad. But you know what? Hey, here we go. All right, here we go. I can click on my mutations at the top. So enemy has reflect. I'm losing absorb. At the beginning of the battle, they gain SP. They have lifesteal. They have crit. I'm losing crit damage. Okay. Your heroes deal less damage as they lose SP. Okay. All right. And I wonder, since crit damage gives you 50% more damage, does this mean that I'm going to have negative damage? Since if you have no crit damage and you get a critical attack, it gives you 50% more because the base crit damage is 50. Would this give me negative 100 or would it just make that 0? I don't know, whatever. I do actually have, I shouldn't, yeah, that's fine. Getting the SP is actually fine. I don't know. I do actually have some crit damage on me because, or not crit damage, I have a crit chance on me because the way NG works is you have to pick up like 2 crit attacks or why can't I speak? You have to pick up 2 crit talents to get the tank stuff that you need anyways. This is kind of nice. Yeah, so you have to pick up some crit talents anyways to get the tank stuff. So you get like 10% crit plus Thunder Fury has crit plus the chip brain thing has crit as well. Ooh, I kind of like this. I wonder how high I can go. Now the difficulty of doing solo tank, the real problem is if you get against a boss that has heals, you can get heal locked and then you're screwed. So that's where the fun on this ends. And that's why I don't feel like this setup is actually broken. And a DPS player like Vuk has done this already. He's a DPS with Thunder Fury, and we're seeing him get a little bit stuck there as well. So we shall see. Speaking of all the crit, my pet, the Ricky pet that I'm using, can crit. However, we saw the mutation debuff, so it's very similar to elimination mode. So stuff to keep in mind. But we shall see. What else can I ramble about? Since I probably won't do an updates video on this patch, I'll probably just talk about it during my tower videos and do a little bit of a double video, double value. I don't know. That way I'm not spamming the channel too much. Let me pull up the updates and we can talk about things. Okay, so they added a new rarity to Destiny. It has total stats between the guild boss / raid 8, raid 9 stuff that all has very similar total stats. So it's going to be more total stats than that gear, and it's going to be less than Thunder Fury and the Ancient Axe. So keep that in mind. There is the new game mode, which we're doing, the Orbital Elevator, 100 levels. Each level is one, each level has, why is it lagging? Is one dungeon, different requirements. Friends and minions, pretty straightforward stuff. You can use minions on all the levels that don't have a skull, and you can use friends and guildies on the levels that do have a skull. At least that's what I'm told. And your Destiny gear drops are going to be better the higher you go. We are getting experience from this. We are getting gold, so experience and gold boost should be working. This is going to be an interesting fight. And I believe that would mean that item find boost would be working as well, because I believe you can get item find from, or you can get the Destinies as drops, not just as level rewards. So we shall see. Hopefully I'll run enough, and these runs will be relatively fast enough that we can see a Destiny drop. They seem to drop fairly commonly, or common enough. So maybe we will see one. I've seen a bunch of people pull them from boxes, and I've seen some drops posted and things like that. And since the chance of actually getting good bonuses is so super, super low, the game is going to have to drop a ton of these things for you to have a chance to get anything usable. So there you go. I don't think that's a bad system. I kind of don't like the idea of having to upgrade something before I can even see what bonuses it has. I don't like that idea. I'd like to see the item and say, okay, bad bonuses, skip this one. Okay, good bonuses, upgrade it. But I'm going to try to be open-minded because this is kind of a new, let's just keep going. This is kind of it's a new stuff, new content, and usually my initial reaction to something new is like, I don't like it. Hey, we got another piece. Trash staff. I don't know if I really should be locking all these. I probably shouldn't. It's called trash staff, but it's a shotgun. That might actually be a cool cosmetic. I'll go put the cosmetic on for you boys. How do I do cosmetics again? Change. Click the A in the corner. Let's go to Destiny. So this one was something on staff, and this is trash staff. Why do they all say staff? I don't know why that's amusing to me. Let's go back to my stupid little knife. You know what? I'm going to run it. Let's embrace it. Let's go back in. Also, it keeps porting me over here. I got to walk all the way over back to the NPC. Maybe there's another way to do these other than the NPC. But anyways. All right, so the total stats goes up on the enemies. I still have more than them. Let's keep going. And I really wonder how far we're going to go. Let's look at the bonuses here. They have Reflect, Absorb, Fatal Damage for the first time, it heals. Enemies have Absorb, I'm losing block. Feels good. Also, if you wanted to, you can click on your character and you could change all your stats here. You can't change your teammates' stats if you're playing with players, obviously, but you can change your own stuff. So if they removed block and I said, okay, well, block sucks now, I want to go absorb, I can actually switch my gear there, and it will update. Or let's say I get my butt completely kicked, I can switch from the Ricky pet to a healing pet and go from there. So hopefully our strategy will continue to work. Honestly, if Ricky is not working, we're pretty screwed on that run because, yes, I could put on a healing pet, however, I just won't have any damage. And if I have to fight anything that has heals, I'll need to get a lucky reflect to even have a chance to make it happen. Who knows? It'll probably work. But looking good so far. No complaints. If these runs are relatively quick, I will run all my tickets and I'll probably end up buying some more with gems. I think it's like 200 gems for some tickets or something. I haven't seen it yet. But when I do it, I will show you guys in a video. I probably should have bought tickets last night. I was hoping to film these videos before the reset happened today, but got busy, et cetera, et cetera. So I missed out on the first day's ability to buy tickets. But whatever. I think in the end, we're all going to cap out on whatever level we cap out, and then we'll just be farming there anyways. So not too worried about it. But this is going rather well. Other stuff I want to see in the game. So I don't know if equipment rack is in the game yet. I think Tower makes a pretty good argument for it, but there's already a really good argument for equipment rack, and it was announced. So either I'll just do some digging and I'll find out how to get to it. Maybe it's in the navigation page and I missed it, or maybe it's just going to come later. Either way, I'd much rather wait for content to be working than for them to release stuff too fast and have major game-breaking bugs and all that. So no complaint there as long as it is coming, but the ability to switch your gear, super important. I think what I would like to see is if you go to PvP, it saves your PvP team. If you go to elimination, it saves your elimination team. If you go to expedition or ordeal, it saves your team. I just want it to be able to save my build for all of those modes. And if you want to go one step further, then if they can allow my friends list to choose from all the different builds I have, that would be awesome. Because I'm sure someone, if they're doing like a lower raid, like maybe they're farming raid 4 for materials or for a minion, they would love to have my Ricky on and my Reflect. It might not even matter, though they're probably killing stuff so fast. But you get the idea. It'll be kind of good. Or for GVG, let's say in the future, if GVG gets fixed and you get opponents that are actually difficult, I can guarantee that the people using me would like to have my Ricky Pet and my reflex stuff on. So there we go. We slowed down a little bit against him. That's actually a tank that has damage reduction and whatnot. So, and I think he might have a shield self skill. And this is gonna be a very difficult boss. Deity Mech that you see down on the bottom, he hits pretty hard, and he has a 2 SP heal that's pretty juicy. So we're already taking a little bit of damage. I might actually need to step in here and do a leeching skill, but hopefully the autopilot will use the Thunder Fury leech. Hopefully, maybe not. Probably not. If there's another trash pack, I will jump in and I'll get some Thunder Fury leech off. I do think the absorb build is much better for solo, but we'll see. I might not have the chance. Yeah, I think it's the last guy in here. Okay. Did they change his name from Deity Mech to Mech Tyrant? Oh, there's a trash right there. He was blending in. He was camouflaged. He was camouflaged. All right. So if I ever get a turn, I'm going to use my leeching skill on the Thunder Fury. Oh, and I can use the NG ult skill if I feel like it. So the purple one is a leech, right? Attack, nearest enemy heals. How much will I heal myself? Not a ton. That was a lot less than I thought. I might actually want to put some offensive bonuses on. I could change my chips to a bunch of crit if I wanted to. And then here, just curious, how much shielding? Is that going to full shield me? Yes, it will. Okay, that works. That works. But anyways, if you heard the first tower video, let's do a leech skill again. I could definitely manual this. In the first tower video, I talked about how Destiny works and how what the tank situation is and all that good stuff. My current plan right now is if I want to refine anything, I'm only going to refine Thunder Fury. I don't know if they're going to make Destiny more attractive for tanks. So that means that my total stats probably not going to really go to... It's not really probably going to, not going to change too much. I do kind of try to keep my total stats up. I like to tease Chinese because we basically have the same build and we compete against each other. But he's crushing me on total stats right now, but I just don't have enough information to make a decision. Should I just go crazy because there's checkpoints in the game and try to upgrade my defender gear all the way and hit 8,000 total stats? I think if I plus 17 everything, I get there. I'm going to use the NG ability just because I think it's cool. I really should have done the shielding there. That was super easy. And, in a game like this, when it's all about resource management, if you don't know what to do, you have two options. One, ask everybody in the Discord. It's a community game. Talk to people. People know things. The other thing is don't do anything. So this is something we've learned time and time again. Like if you spent your trophy medals on random stuff just because you were bored and you wanted to click buttons, if you spent your trophy medals, then you can't buy the new guild boss axe materials. If you spend your dungeon medals randomly just on whatever, maybe you're getting cosmetics and whatnot, you can't spend it on the new Destiny boxes, things like that. So if you don't know what to do, don't do anything. Broken Steel. It's kind of cool. Let me put on the Broken Steel cosmetic. I'll check the time of the video. If the video is around 20 minutes, we will break it into another video and I'll do more content and continue rambling. Why do I always forget how to do cosmetics? There'll probably be a future video where I upgrade some of these Destiny things, but what I don't want to do and what I suggest you guys kind of follow my lead is that's the same These are old cosmetics, actually. These are old legendary cosmetics. Let's go back to our old purple thing. But what I suggest you guys do is don't upgrade your Destiny items until you completely max out and you get stuck on your tower level. Because imagine if you upgraded one of these items. Let me check time. Time's good. Let's do one more. Imagine if you upgraded a low tower level Destiny item and you get good bonuses. You're like, oh, it's so good. And then you get a higher total stats one in the future. You would feel so bad, right? You'd feel so bad about that. So don't cause yourself unnecessary pain. and just wait until you get as high as you can get in tower, and then you can consider upgrading them. Also, I don't know the cost. I hope the cost to upgrade these things is super cheap, because the fact that you have to upgrade them before you see the bonuses is just, I'm still wrapping my head around that idea. I'm surprised that, honestly, players don't seem to be too negative about it. But I don't know. I feel like either the items need to drop super common, the upgrade costs need to be super cheap, and then it won't be an issue. But, yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one. I kind of want to see what I'm investing into and not be like, and not just +4 something, oh, it's got bad bonuses, kill it, and then +4 the next thing, bad bonuses, kill it. Unless the recycle recipe gives you a lot of the materials back, if you're getting like 80% back, then okay, maybe that's an item. I don't know. That's an idea. I don't know, boys. I don't know. I do say Thunder Fury is finally starting to look kind of nice. I theorized that Thunder Fury with the Bounty Hunter talents that give you SP when you get hit was going to be a pretty good combo for if we ever had some sort of solo content. And I know that the majority, the number of people that want to try to solo this as a tank is probably like all of 4 people in the game. But it's really shining now. I'm getting enough SP from being an NG as well as from, from having the defender bonus that I can actually use some of these cooler skills. And I gotta say, it's working out pretty well. It's nice. I do think one of the cool things that Destiny will bring as it slowly changes the meta is that players will have offensive and defensive bonuses. It'll just be unavoidable. And that's not all bad. I know a lot of players, if you're DPS, you want just all DPS stats. You want to do the highest total damage that you could possibly do. I totally get that. And then same thing for tanks. You're going to want to just be completely unkillable, God mode, brick wall. I get it. I mean, it's what I'm doing right now. I get it. However, there are benefits to having a mix of gear. And I think that's kind of what the devs intended originally when they built the system, when they were building the game. I don't think they expected players to specialize and just go all in on one. They probably figured, like many video games where you all have to have, okay, if you get to level 100, you have to have 30% damage reduction or you're going to die, kind of like how Diablo is. If you don't have some sort of mitigation, you just can't go up into another level unless you're working with like a coordinated team kind of thing. But that's not how we roll, fellas. We play glass. We play glass in this game. So there you go. This is not too bad. I'm enjoying this. It's funny. Now, keep in mind I'm doing like level 3. So, at level 5 might just completely stop this whole charade. I think it's also kind of cool to see how the enemies interact at different levels of total stats, because right now it's around 6,000 total stats. And we're just smashing everything like we should do. And I kind of wonder how it's going to be when the enemies have more total stats than me. Am I still going to be smashing things, or is it just going to be really bad times? There's the boss down there. Not too shabby. The strategy's working. And I can always jump in and do manual if I need. It is kind of nice, though, since my tank has such a slow attack speed, that when I do manual, I only have to click a couple buttons. It almost feels like autopilot. So it's not bad. What's the daily bonus? On Sunday, the Sunday daily bonus, I will decide if I want to refine Thunder Fury. I probably will. I don't know. Like I said, if you're unsure, usually not making a move is the thing to do. I know Thunder Fury will be around for a long time, but the thing is, do I want to burn all my gems on Thunder Fury, or do I want to save it in case things change, because things absolutely do change over time? We shall see. I definitely should have bought my my tower tickets last night, because you can only get a limited amount. So I'm going to be a little bit behind the curve, but I mean, it's whatever. It's one day. I'm not going to worry about it. So I think Gibby's definitely going to crush me for world first stuff, but honestly, I think Dibby and all those top tier total stats guys are going to get me regardless, so I'm not too worried about it, honestly. So there we go. That was level 2, 3, and 4, I think. Let's go confirm. Let's go confirm. We got this. Wit. Destiny weapon. I mean, it shows you all the things right there anyways, but... So, I thought that you had a chance to get random Destiny drops. Maybe I was totally wrong on that. An item find here doesn't really matter. Maybe the only thing that you're getting is the pass reward. But maybe you can... I really don't know what the choose button does. I guess if I choose it, okay, it moves a little green thing, and it shows me what level I'm doing. Okay. I probably know what reset means, but I still don't want to push it. So anyways, all right, long enough video. I'll see you guys in the next one. We will do level 5, the first skull enemy. I believe you can use friends, so we'll confirm that, but I'll probably still trying to keep going solo and see how far we can go. And as always, appreciate you guys for watching. See you in the next one.